Is Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland going to be an all-out war or a complete snooze fest? And is Zhang Weili going to struggle with Tatiana Suarez? Before I get into that, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe as I have brand new videos every single week. So UFC 312 is a dog card, so I'm just going to do a quick prediction video on the main and co-main event. So let's start with Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland 2. To be honest, I'm not sure Sean even deserves this rematch. He lost his first defense and then beat Paulo Costa, who was coming off a loss to Robert Whittaker. Then Strickland had the audacity to turn down a fight with Whittaker, which is the fight that should have happened rather than Whittaker getting mullered by Hamzat. But Strickland is just a moany little bitch, and to make things worse, Strickland has been begging Du Plessis not to wrestle him.
Listen, Dutchman, I'm gonna need you to be a man. I'm gonna need you to stand up, not go to your knees, and we're gonna need to strike like men. I know you like to wrestle and you like to choke people out and do some dude, but I'll make a pact with you, you make a pact with me that we stand up like men and we settle this like men.
There are no deals in MMA. If Strickland just wants to strike, go compete in boxing or kickboxing. Let's not pretend it's some pussy move to grapple. This is mixed martial arts. First, he begged Dricus not to bully him in the press conference, and now he's begged him not to wrestle. It's clear that Strickland is afraid of that takedown threat, and I think that's what's going to be Dricus Du Plessis' path to winning this fight. Strickland has two moves, jab and teeps, and he has a lot of success with that. He shuts people down, stops them getting any momentum, and breaks up any combinations they might be attempting to throw. But that won't work with Du Plessis. He keeps coming forward no matter what. He's incredibly tough, incredibly strong, and a decent grappler. And grappling is his path to victory in this fight. I think Du Plessis isn't going to mess around, and he's going to drag Strickland down over and over again and get that decision win. Now in the co-main event, we have my favourite fighter, my girl Zhang Weili, and God, I'm worried for her in this fight. Zhang didn't look as good as she should have done with her fight with Yan Xiaonan. Her movements looked a lot more laboured, and she did get dropped a couple of times coming in. But I will say this though, she gassed herself out hunting for that finish, which she arguably should have got. I don't know if Herzog was having a day off or something during that fight, but Zhang won that fight every way imaginable. She got a submission, a TKO, and a decision win, and she put a lot of energy into getting those finishes, so she was incredibly tired for the rest of the fight, and I think that's what affected her performance. Now Tatiana Suarez is legit. Her wrestling pedigree is insane, and she has the physicality to match. She's big and strong, and if she can take down Zhang Weili, it might all be over. But Tatiana's striking leaves a lot to be desired, and she leaves herself open on the feet. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Zhang to crack her coming in and stifle that takedown threat. And let's not forget, Zhang has completely altered herself and evolved as a fighter since her first loss to Rose Namajunas. She went from this powerhouse striker to a grappling machine, and she's getting better and better with every fight. Like I said before though, I do worry for Zhang Weili in this one, but I just can't doubt her. Her experience at the highest level is unparalleled, and if this goes to the championship rounds, I think it's going to be all over for Tatiana. Tatiana doesn't have the gas tank required, and she doesn't have the experience at that highest level, so I'm picking Zhang Weili by TKO in the 4th round. I think Suarez is going to be tired, shoot for something big, and get cracked and just keep getting peppered with strikes. So that's my predictions for the co-main and main event. And like I said before, this card is complete dog shit, and I can't even be bothered to break down the other fights. But make sure you comment your predictions down below. Thank you everyone for watching. If you can like and subscribe, it really does help the channel out.